Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We've got a treat for you today because we've got a double header from Awppenheimer. Two replays featuring the TVP T 5051, the Tier 10 Czechoslovakian medium tank with an autoloader, 4 shots in the mag, capable of doing 1,200 and I think it's 80 hit points of damage in 4.5 seconds. It's an assassin. And he's got 2 marks of excellence already on the barrel. Game started. There's the top tier Czech tank. No other tank actually higher than this in the Czech line. But yeah, it's pretty efficient. It's got 60 kilometers an hour forward speed, 8 degrees of gun depression. But that incredible gun, and it will reload in 24 seconds, or in fact under 24 seconds. And then it'll unload those shells in 4.5 seconds flat, doing a lot of damage in the process. In fact, it's actually potential of doing more damage quickly than the Batchat 25 ton. First shot goes into the tracks, second one hits the armour, and the third tracks him altogether, but he didn't get any damage off that clip at all. Only 48 shells in the mag. So you can see he's only got 12 reloads in total. You have to make best use of the shells you've got. Normally what this tank does is it hits a target very, very quickly and then disappears before the enemy can respond. 45 TP is just very reluctant to move forward whilst he knows he might get hit. Well, he moved through that gap pretty quickly, but he still got hit for 325 hit points with a heat round. He loaded a clip of heat. Now it's 100mm gun, 320 alpha, 310 penetration with the heat, and it goes down to 248 with the APCR. And all E100s decided to turn up. Now, is Awppenheimer going to make a run for it, or is he going to stand toe to toe with an E100 and take him out? Well, first shot tracks him, second shot goes in, third shot goes in, and that's it. So he's now unloaded, but reloading. E100's fixed his tracks, but he's not moving forward, and with good reason. There's a T30 behind Awppenheimer, as well as a Skoda just to his right. So if the E100 did move forward, he'd probably take some damage. Okay, he's popped up, tracks him. Then he just, oh, didn't get that one in. That one did, and unfortunately he only really got 1 round in there after tracking him, but he did pick up some damage assist because he tracked the guy and he took a round, I think, from the T30 behind him, but he did take 1 round from E100 for 492, and that was an armor piercing round. Again, he's angling in such a way as to ensure that he doesn't get hit, but he's decided to pull up here. Now, he doesn't want to block the shots from the T30, but the E100 is not really prepared, and he's not really defending himself that much. I think this guy's a bit inexperienced. Again, he's getting them through the flat weak spot. That one didn't go, but he is a one-shot now, and even just an HE round will finish him off. Unfortunately, Awppenheimer doesn't carry any HE rounds, but I'm pretty sure somebody can actually fire something in to actually kill him. Maybe even the M53, M55 could launch around in that direction and splash him to death. But a wounded tank, or even a partially dead tank you might say, is still capable of doing damage. So he needs to finish this guy off, otherwise he could get killed when he actually tries to depart. Well, he wouldn't get killed in this depart because the E100 can only fire 1 round. Awppenheimer is ignoring him for the moment. Oh, yep, there's the Arty. Did what he was needed to do. Oh, what the Skoda doing? He almost blocked Awppenheimer there. And CS59 takes a shot in the tracks. Well, he managed to get 4 shots into the CS59. And he tracked the guy. And he's got some damage assist off the tracking. So he's reloading. Again, it's his last clip of heat. You can see 3 enemy tanks in the town, including that E5, and the E5 fires around in this direction, but Awppenheimer pulls out the way before the shell arrives. In fact, he almost telegraphed that one to Awppenheimer, and he had a chance to pull back fully below the ridgeline before anything came in his direction. I'm pretty sure the T110E5 will not poke out until he's absolutely resi, but now what have we got here? Another TVP T5051, and that's the enemy one. And this player appears to know what he's doing, but will he make a mistake of exposing himself to Awppenheimer's shells? The pity is that it's heat rounds that he's loaded, and of course he doesn't really need them for a T5051 because they have got very light armour. And oh, T30's turned up. Now he does need them for the T30, so maybe he needs to focus on the T30 instead of the TVP, but it's just a question of who's going to be the bigger problem. It might be a good idea if the Skoda was to focus on the TVP rather than Awppenheimer, because he's being extra cautious because that TVP is involved now. There's the TVP's coming. It's getting close. Skoda's engaging. Now he's reverse side scraping, takes a round, but fires his first one in. Auto aims on for the second one, but he's taken 2 rounds now from that TVP, and he's pulling back as he's unloaded, and he gets 2 more shots into him, so 3 shots in total. Unfortunately, we lost the Skoda. The M53, M55 and the enemy team took him out, but well, Awppenheimer's reloading. The T30's moved up, and this time round he took a round in the engine as well, and he's actually got no hit points left, and I think the TVP on the enemy team knows this. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. 1 shot is all necessary. The T30 comes around the corner, takes 1, 2, he's fluffed his shot. 3 shots in. Now Awppenheimer needs to get the hell out of there before the T30 loads, but he's got a wounded engine and his repair kit's on cooldown. All he can do is hope that one of his teammates takes out the T30 while he's running away. He's so painfully slow once his engine's damaged. There's only 5 enemies left, but that T30 could still take him out with just 1 shot. In fact, just about anyone could take him out with 1 shot now, because he's only got 119 hit points. Luckily, most of the enemy are over on the other side of the map. The E4's up near our cap area, and the medium, which one's an M48 pattern, he's over on the east side of the map. And that means the only enemy over here is the Arty. And hello, Mr. Arty. That's you're out the game, and potentially a high caliber. He's fixed his engine, he's now back in action. That must have been a hell of a relief, because after moving all that distance at crawling pace, at last he can use the fast speed of the TVP to take part in the battle again. Now the enemy's capping, and they do have 2 tanks up that end of the map, but I think for the moment he's going to focus on dealing death to that pattern. Yep, that's 1. That's 2. 3 kills, and now he's capping. Now all they need is a reset at the other end. The question is, can they get the reset? And it's the M53, M55 who's the only one really who can actually do the reset, and he's way too close to the enemy. They would spot him and kill him in an instant. He needs one of his teammates to go north, and there's only 16 seconds left. If the M53, M55 does get a reset, and 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, the enemy's gonna win, and no, they got a reset. I think the M53, M55 is about to die. T30's just killed him, and they've only got 18 seconds left. He's moved out into the field to see if he can get a shot on the T110E5. He's firing blind. The E5 is actually very low on health, and there's the E4. He can hit the E4 once in the tracks. That's all you need. I'd say he's got a reset on him. Now he just needs to put a round through that guy. Yes! He gets the kill! And that means there's only 2 enemies left now, the T124 and the T30. The same T30 that wounded him bravely. Well, it wasn't the T30 that wounded him actually, it was the Skoda, the TVP rather, that wounded him gravely. But still that T30. Now he fires one into the E4, gets another reset. 2 rounds in, 3 kills, go for the T30. Yes! Wins the game! Oh, that was magnificent. Helped by the M53, M55 getting that reset during that moment. It was right at the end of the cap. So what an exciting end to the first battle. Let's have a look at the second one. The second battle is on Mines. Same tank, same player. Okay, battle underway. Well, it looks like he's going to make a dash to try and get up into the castle as quickly as he can. But he's not. He's actually turned off and he's headed to the right. He's going up the east side of the map. He's letting his teammates go up to the hill. I think he's going to go to the ambush position and use that. The ambush position is in C9. From there, in that little dip, you can shoot on all the enemy who are going up the north approach to the hill. Okay. The only problem with this position is you can get fired on by the enemy if they get the hill, and they haven't got the hill. The E75 saw him coming, fired a round into him for 515 hit points. A 128mm round. In fact, that's a high roll. But he's popped up now. Using the cover. Fires one into the 257. Now, oh, we got an ammo rack. That was a big one. 1,659 hit points with one shot. Now, he could have fired into the E75 at that moment, but decided not to. Instead, he's going to go for the T95. Gets 2 rounds in, but 1 round actually only penetrated. Now he's in reload. Loading heat. He's got plenty of it. Now remember, this tank loads in under 24 seconds. In fact, it's 22.93 for Awppenheimer. And he's not using consumables. In fact, actually, he's just got a very good crew. So if I remember correctly, the alpha damage is 320 alpha. So you know that's 1,280 hit points from a clip. Okay, he's ready to rock and roll. Pulls back to use the bush mechanic. The 705 looks as if it's pointing directly at him. Well, it looks like he's angling his frontal armour towards Oppenheimer, but you just can't see Oppenheimer. The T95 is at a slight angle. No, that one's not going to pen. Heavy armour. Who's he going to hit? He's got to hit somebody who's vulnerable. Pulls back to use the bush mechanic. Hits the E75 with one, but doesn't get him with another. Who's next? Oh, he's got the side of the 705 this time. Fires it in. I think he was trying to get the fighting compartment, and the Conqueror behind him is being a flipping nuisance because he's actually blocking Oppenheimer. He's turned on now, so he's not doing it, but that's not what you need. A teammate who's actually blocking you from pulling back, because then you lose your best fighter. Okay, he's loaded again. Pulls back for the bush mechanic. Doesn't shoot because he didn't get a good enough angle. If he had fired, the shell would probably have bounced off. But that Jaeger is side on, and he's very low on hit points. There you go. Pull back. Only got the top of the thing. Oh! The Conqueror kill steals. Okay, he just needs to get a lot of damage. Takes a round in the tracks from the T95, but he fixes the tracks straight away. Badger. It's going to be very difficult to get a penetration, but he's reloading. Heat rounds again. So he didn't want that kill steal, but the thing is that it's an enemy tank out the game. But it was such an easy kill for Awppenheimer to get the Jaegeru. All these enemies are well aware of the damage potential of a TVP T5051, so they are very defensive. He fires one onto the cupola, gets one pen, didn't get that one, and gets the second one as a pen, the last one as a pen as well. So 2 pens. $670 hit points of damage. Okay, he's almost ready. Okay, another 4 shells to go. He's got 3 more clips with the heat. That Badger is tracked. Oh no, he didn't get that one. That one went in. That one hit the tracks. And so did that one. Well, that one looked like it just didn't go through the armor. Okay, the Badger's gone. Badger was taken out by our T95. And he's now moving up because I think he senses now that if they can get in the right position, then those enemies are going to fall like 9-pins. So Tortoise behind the rock. Now T95's the one shot. Go for the cupola. That's the easiest one to hit. Oh, he didn't get it. Normally this gun is incredibly accurate, but on this occasion it just didn't go straight to the target. That T95 is ready for him to pop out. Where is he? There he is, just leaving one cupola. Yes! Satisfying. He actually pops the reload straight away, and he's now moving to get to another. Oh, the E75 fired at him and missed. He actually, I think he fired an HE round or something like that, or a heat round, and it exploded on some furniture. He's getting close to the Tortoise. Okay, rear of the E75. Didn't pen, but he gets the second one and kills him. So that's 3 kills now. Now he's getting very close to the Tortoise. There are 3 tanks up on the enemy. The rest of the enemy can't really interfere with him here because they're just too far away. So it's just him and the Tortoise, and his teammates comes up alongside the Tortoise. Oh my gum! It's almost like he's given up. And doesn't get the kill. But he's now just basically... Oh, his teammates have come back to try and help. All he's got to do is stay behind the Tortoise, let the reload go through, but the Tortoise is not having any of that. He wants to get the kill. He's not going to be reloaded in time. He's going to take a shell from that Tortoise. And he does. Now he needs to get behind the guy again or from side him. And yes, he gets the kill. Now he can get behind the rock and start taking shells against the Object 430U. It's difficult for him to get a shot on target, but he's starting to... Oh, he's manoeuvring just below that ridgeline. And there he goes. Now I seem to recall one of the other enemies that came back was the Waffenträger. He's only got 3 shells left in this clip. I'm not sure if he wants to reload. I think he's just going to chance it. There goes the Leopard. He could pop the reload now, but I think he's worried about where this Waffenträger is. There he is. He fires 1 round in, but he gets the kill shot that wins the game. He did take a shot from the Tortoise, but oh my gum, and a shell from the Waffenträger, but he won the game in the end, and a huge amount of damage, over 5.5, well, just under 5.5k, and a load of assistance. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for the first battle, and then the second one. Well, here's the end of battle results for the first battle on Erlenberg, and that exciting ending where they got the reset just in time to save the game. He got an ace tanker in that game. He also picked up a Fire for Effect, a Duelist, a Hand of God, and a Bruiser medal out of that one. Out of the Battle Heroes and the Epics, he managed to get a High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a Defender for getting the most reset points, well, not the most reset points, but he managed to get at least 70 defense points, and he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he ended up with 7 in the end, just one short of getting a Radleys. His win rate in that battle was 13,316. Very high score. Super Unicum standard, but that's what you'd expect from Awppenheimer. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he stands. 7,857 hit points in total. The next high scorer was the T110E5 on the enemy team with 6,631, and that guy got a Top Gun as well. When it came to kills, as I said, 7 kills for Awppenheimer, 6 kills for the E5. And when it came to base XP, it's Awppenheimer with 1,577. He's the only one over 1,000. 943 for the M46 pattern, 890 for the Object 260, and 839 for the E5 on the enemy team. If we look at the detail report, we can see that he fired 41 shots in that game, got 39 direct hits and 28 penetrations, damage of 7,857 hit points, of which 1,906 were at more than 300 meters. A lot of those last shots at the end of the game were at long range. 4 hits received, all 4 were penetrations, I'm afraid. Yeah, the armor on the TVP is dreadful, but it does put out those huge shells, which, well, 100mm shells, at a phenomenal rate, and they do a lot of damage. He did receive 2 hits by way of splash damage as well. Spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 7, and did 1,957 hit points of spotting assist, and he got 100 defense points actually. He actually reset the cap enough times to get the full 100. On a premium count, he earned 108,332 credits, got 54,166 from personal reserves and 33,041 from holiday ops, so his total was 195,538 credits for the battle, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, still made a profit of 15,199 credits, even though he fired 120,000 or nearly 120,000's worth of heat rounds. He earned 25 bonds for the battle and 7 for this being tier 10, total 32. And he got 2,365 XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. So a phenomenal battle for Awppenheimer and a very lucky reset towards the end. And I think the person who deserves the congratulations is this gentleman, April 21, or is it a gentleman? That may be a woman actually. She managed to get a reset at the last moment when they were just about to click over into their win. She got a Defender medal and a Confederate, but unfortunately she did end up getting killed in the M53, M55 by the T30, the same T30 that Awppenheimer left behind in the castle. But without April 21, this wouldn't have been a win at all. That player actually saved the team and allowed Awppenheimer to get the win overall. So congratulations to April 21. You did a great job. So that was the end of the first battle. Let's have a look at the second one and see what happened in that one. Well, that one was a third mark of excellence game by Awppenheimer. He got a first class tanker, a demolition expert for blowing up the enemy, the third mark of excellence, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, just 1 short of a Top Gun. A spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And also a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 9. Sadly, there was no other medals in that game for him, but his win rate from that battle was 8,041, which shows consistency, and that earned him his third mark. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he stood. 5,496 hit points of damage. So why didn't he get his high caliber? Surely there would have been a high caliber in this one. Or did he accidentally fire a shot that actually hit one of his teammates, or accidentally do some damage against one of his teammates in the process? Well, I don't know, but certainly he did get the highest damage in the game, and it was a very high total. It might not be that he actually had 20% of the enemy hit pool. That might be the problem. The next high scorer was the Waffenträger, who shot him right at the end, 3,972 hit points, followed by the STB-1 with 3,874. When it came to kills, he had the highest number with 5, 1/3 of the enemy team. 3 kills went to the Conway, and then 2 kills to the Badger, the Object 430U, and the Skoda T50. And when it came to base XP, it was 1,149 to Awppenheimer, 1,022 went to the Conway, and the same amount to the T95 on his own team. And that T95 picked up a cool head and steel wall, whilst the Conqueror picked up a Spartan, and the Badger picked up a Spartan as well. So it was a lot of action going on at the other end of the map, but Awppenheimer was the one who actually finished the game with the highest total of damage and also got the final kill. So let's have a look at the detail. 28 shots fired, 22 direct hits, 16 penetrations, damage of 5,496 hit points, of which 974 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy this time. 3 of those were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations. One of the shots was from the E75, the other obviously from the Tortoise, which was at fairly close range as well. He also blocked 560 hit points of damage by his armor. Actually, it was a shot that hit the tracks. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 1,609 hit points of spotting assist. In this battle, he earned 75,416 credits, got 37,708 from personal reserves, and 23,002 from the holiday ops. So his total 136,125 credits altogether, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away a profit of 14,185 credits. He also picked up 7 bonds because this was a tier 10 game, and 1,723 XP with no multipliers. That's all the experience points he took away, but it is a 3rd mark. Once you've got that on your barrel, it stays there for good, and obviously it makes people fear you, because when they see that 3rd mark on the barrel of an assassin tank like the TVP T5051, they know he's a very good player, because you have to be good in order to earn the 3rd mark on this tank, because so many people play it, and it's a very high standard as well. So yes, if you see a TVP roaming around on the NA server and it happens to have the 3rd mark on it, watch out, because it might be Awppenheimer using his anonymizer to play the game. And yes, he is very deadly. So I hope you enjoyed both of those replays. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the YouTube algorithm, and thanks for watching.